Hey guys, it's Carissa, and I am about to do something that is a little bit embarrassing, and we'll just see how this goes. I have had requests to show my makeup storage, and I've also had a request to show my makeup collection. I guess the way that you do that is do it together. So I'm probably not going to be going over individual things, but you'll probably get the gist of what I've got, and if you have questions about anything you see, you can let me know. First and foremost, I have a few disclaimers. One, it's probably going to be a little bit dirty, dusty, or have my hair like in it, and I'm just keeping it real for you guys. I'm just showing you what everything looks like. I'm not like cleaning it and staging it for you. I'm just going to show you this is what everything looks like right now. So please excuse all of that. And another thing to keep in mind is there might be a lot of stuff here in your opinion. Some people might be like, that's nothing, but I know there are a lot of women who would be like, that's ridiculous. But you have to understand that this is something that I really love and that I've always loved, and I find a lot of comfort and kind of peaceful, quiet happiness about, the process of looking at and using makeup products. Makeup is something that has always made me happy, and since I was little, my mother was a cosmetologist and she did hair for a really long time, and her makeup always looked great, and there was just always something about self-esteem and just, I don't want to get too philosophical here, but there's a lot of stuff here, and it did not happen overnight. It did not happen in 1 year. And everybody's got their things. They claim that Americans get fanatical about one or two things because they have so little time to really enjoy many different things. So a lot of, some people just really love music or really love sports, and this is my thing. Some people might have a really hard day or get some really bad news and want to go and have two margaritas, and I want to buy a new lip gloss, and it doesn't have to be expensive. It can be, you'll see, that's just something that's comforting to me and that I enjoy. So just keep those two things in mind when you're looking at this. All right, you guys ready? Let's do this. All right, this is my main makeup area and filming area. This is a cart where I keep all of my hair brushes and hair tools, hot rollers. Inside the shelving there, I have bobby pins and hair ties. I have my trusty little fan there. Those are like all-purpose scissors. I cut tags off stuff and open products with. I use them a lot more than you would think. So those are just kind of sitting there. These are all of my hair products. The stuff that I tend to use the most sits on this side, this front corner here, closest to me. This is my brush storage. This is where all of my makeup brushes are. They tend to look just like this, kind of thrown all over the place. There's not much rhyme or reason. I do have like a colored shredded paper in the bottom and some beanbag fill in some of them, and then some crystal vase fill in some others. Does it bother me that those don't match? Yes, and the beanbag fill does get dirty. That crystal vase filler is kind of pricey, and I haven't been able to find it since, so I substituted with the beanbag filler, and they don't match. These are just some makeup sprays and setting sprays, contact solution, and my argan oil. I have a like 11 times magnification mirror right there for, fun chin hairs and stuff. And my makeup mirror. I also have a station for where I plug in my phone when I'm getting ready or playing music, anything like that. There's a garbage can. This is where I store my MAC lipsticks and then whatever lip glosses I'm using the most at that time. Usually I switch it out kind of seasonally. And that's just some necklaces. I don't know why I keep that there, but I have those there. Those are like my dainty necklaces. Behind here is a wax pot, a filthy wax pot on a cart that also has the bag where I put my empties in, some tissues, and a lighter for my candles. And those are some body lotions just that I can apply here while I'm getting ready if I feel like I need a little extra something. This is my samples bin, and I've been really good about not having to move on into something bigger. I've been really pleased with myself for using most of my samples as I get them and not storing them, and letting them get too out of control. But this is mostly face stuff, hair, body, makeup, and perfume, fragrance and stuff, which I don't even know why I have because I never wear those. This is an IKEA Alex cabinet. This is the 6 drawer. I ordered it on Amazon because we have not an IKEA in sight. But I looked forever and I couldn't find anything that had really wide storage at like a low level. And this was perfect. So I feel like if you were to research this, there are a lot of people who use these, but it's probably because there isn't much that's better than these actual cabinets. So I don't have a perfect setup in here. I don't know if I ever necessarily will, but I will kind of introduce you to each drawer. This top drawer is like my greatest hits. This is stuff that I use on, if not a daily basis, it's stuff that I use on at least a weekly basis. Some of my favorite palettes and, you know, some just little necessities for my face. So here's some eyebrow stuff, some face powders, moisturizers. Back there I have another thing of contact drops, some cream eyeshadows, mascaras, my Hourglass palette, cotton swabs. You never have too many of those. These are my circles, my makeup removers. That's just if I have like a little stray eyeliner or mascara on from the day before. And when I first got these, having the separators in the drawers, you know, pulling it in and out, there is a little bit of space in the back and everything would kind of slide around. So I have been using mounting putty. You can get this pretty much anywhere. This is the Target stuff, but it makes a huge difference keeping everything nice and contained. This is the most ridiculous drawer. I chose the second one to be for eyeshadows because I thought it would make it the most accessible, and I do kind of like having it there, even though what I use the most at the moment is usually in the top drawer. Drawer number 3 is one of the less beefy drawers. There's not quite as much in here. This is like the face drawer where you'll find face powders, bronzers, blushes, and highlighters. I also have some spare brow products back there and some concealers here. I have some of my blushes separated by categories like cream, powder, samples. Apparently I have a little thing of sample blushes. This drawer is more eye stuff. That's clearly my weakness. I've got mascaras, shadow pencils, and cream eyeshadows. These are all little individuals. The color tattoos. Then some of the like sparkly stuff is there, you know, for holidays, special occasions. These are all pencils, pigments, liners, and primers. This drawer has such an awkward configuration, but this is just how it ended up. I've got all my lip products down here, starting with lipsticks. I've got some glosses and more sheer stuff here. This front one here with all of the NYX and Revlon is kind of some of the most used lip products. It doesn't really have a lot of rhyme or reason. Then I've got some that are really just put together by size here. And most of the stuff that I use the least, like the lip pencils and, you know, just stuff that doesn't get into the rotation as often. This bottom drawer is foundations and other just miscellaneous things. I have my makeup wipes and hand wipes, and there are dirty brushes in that bin on the left. Basically, once a brush is at the point where I know it needs to be washed and I won't use it anymore, I just toss it in there. And that container is not held down with putty, so I can just lift it out and take them all to wash them. That is it, guys. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.